portfolio. But it didn't start there. So like, let's start from the beginning. Was you in college or was you in school to get your real estate license when you was in school?
Damn. So I started out. I went to I worked at a job. I worked at a retirement home, making $10 an hour there.
Yeah.
But when I graduated high school, let's go back. I graduated high school in 2011. I went straight to Penn State Evanston because everybody said, go to college and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went there and my GPA was a .8. Like I got
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got all D's and an F. Like, or all F's and a D. I'm gonna pull it up. I literally got all F's and a D.
He still got them transcripts.
Yeah, I still got it.
Motivational purposes.
Facts. So
he just knew. He said, "This is
Yeah, this shit wasn't clicking. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the reason why I just wasn't going to class.
I mean, I would have.
Yeah. I know it wasn't your intellect.
I just wasn't going to class.
Yeah, it makes
sense. You know the reason? Looking back, the funny thing about it is looking back. You know why I got D's?
Why?
Is because the last test is a letter grade. So I had all F's. I would go to the last test and I'll pass and get a D, and they would let me average it out. Over.
Yeah.
So you think about it, if I actually took the time, I would have been acing.
Yeah.
I would say acing it, but I would have been doing good.
For sure.
But I would never go to no classes.
Yeah.
And I would just go on the last final, and then I'll just get, get a B or a C or whatever, and I'll get a letter grade up.
So why go to school to not apply yourself, though?
So we keeping it a bean.
Yeah.
I went to school because it was because
just the thing to do, and especially for our time.
Yeah. And then
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I went to MCS. It's down Broad Spring Garden.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Principal Joyner, right?
Yeah, but the thing is with that, a lot of people don't know is that as long as you showed up, you got a C. Yeah, there's no left behind. So as soon as you showed up, you got a C. So when you send in your transcripts, your grades to colleges, you got A's and B's, but I ain't no book bag, no none of that.
Yeah.
So it messed up a lot of people, bro. It messed up a lot of people. So we automatically basically passed, and then everybody
y'all conditioned to not do shit and not.
Yo, it's crazy that you say that because all right. So when I went to Germantown, the lowest grade you can get was a D, which was a 65. Right. But in motherfucking Hope, was it a 60? Whatever it was. I know when I transferred my senior year to Hope Charter, whatever a D was, and F in Germantown was a D at Hope. So all of the classes that I need to see that too. All of the classes that I failed, they end up advancing to D's, and then I had ended up 12th grade year with a work roster after having to do summer school and twilight. Damn. But they gave me a work roster because all of them grades translated from F's to D's, and it's like, well, he technically passed. So they gave me my credit, so I ended up graduating with more. Damn, this motherfucker really had this had 1.1.
Yeah, and that was a better
one. So I bounced back because I did good that semester.
I fought for that one. So that was that, and so I just that's the real reason why I did, and then I actually never told nobody this before. So when
breaking news, y'all, breaking news.
Yeah, I ain't never told somebody. I was going up there, and I realized the type of different people was up there, and I'm connecting with people, and everybody just talking, and just seeing what's going on. You realize these dudes just like to get fried up to call a spade. So then you just moving around doing different things. I'll literally go up there first thing. Everybody get they fix and I dip.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll go back up my way.
Yeah.
Do my thing away, and then that's all I do.
That shit became work. I got some plays to make, and I'm going home.
Yeah, you can sell 10 for 30 up there. It's so I would just dip, and then
the real estate shit came after that. Cause then, are you licensed as a realtor?
Not anymore. So,
but you did. I feel like I seen you post something.
Yeah,
right?
So
you failed a bunch of times.
Yeah, so
I just want to say real quick. So you look familiar, but I wasn't familiar with you, and I have people forward me your page before, so I will give you that shout out because I have.
Oh, appreciate it, bro.
Like you are a big deal, and other people. Cause I wasn't as familiar with you even on the Instagram. Yeah, but people say, no, you ever heard this and that, whatever. Yeah, so
appreciate
full
it,
circle. Yeah, so shout out to you.
Appreciate it. So so the school kicked me out. Basically, it was like, yo, this joint, your work grade's not clicking. You gotta go. The nutty part is they sent something to FAFSA. And FAFSA back billed me all them semesters.
Yikes. Yeah, they said we leaving here with something.
It was $6,000 a semester. Yikes. They so FAFSA always paid $5,000. I had to come up with the other grand. They back billed me all the stuff, and then they basically I had to pay a Husky bill. My mom ain't had the bread. I ain't the bread. Nobody had the bread. So basically that joint went to my credit. So I started out the gate 500. Right out the gate 500 score because that collection was Husky.
Yeah.
And then I went to CCP for a little bit. My grade was like a 2 point. I did a little bit better, but that's because you was taking a remedial class.
Yeah.
And then I'm working at this job, retirement home, is up Plymouth me, and I was making $10 an hour. And it just was like, you get to this point where you just fed up, like, bro. And I remember it was yesterday. So I used to work 7 to 3, and then I worked 4 to 10. And then they had this overnight shift when it snowed, you get paid $20-something an hour. So I'm like, all right, bet. I basically was spending the night at the job.
Right.
Because you got to shovel, because there's older people, if they slip, they die. It's just simple as that.
Yeah.
You got to shovel it as the stuff coming down. Fast forward, my check was like $1,500 after 2 weeks.
I was sleeping at the job.
My manager told me this. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. It pissed me off so much. He said, "Dang, your check look like mine." I said, "But you left at 3 every single day." At that moment, I think everybody need their fed up moment. At that moment, I was like, "Yeah, this shit ain't gonna work. I gotta figure something out." I went to a real estate class. It was a home buying seminar, but it was more so how to buy like a duplex, live in one, rent one, and shit like that.
House hacking. Right.
House hacking. And the guy, his name was Anthony Lee, and he just was like, I pulled him to the side afterwards. I'm like, I'm really trying to get into this. And he was like, yo, you knowledgeable. I was like, I've been reading books and stuff for the last couple months. This was 2016, like November, December. He said, no, you should get this a shot. I'm like, nigga, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
He said, no, I think you should get this a shot. I'm like, what? He said, be an agent. And at this point, I'm like, yo, agent, you don't need no light. I mean, you don't need no money. You don't need a whole lot of money. You need a couple $100, $1,000 at the most, and you don't need good credit. And I wanted to be a real estate investor, but you needed, a lot of credentials and money and different things. So at the time, that's what I thought. So I gave it a shot, and I got licensed March 2017. I failed my test 8 times.
I think that's what I seen that post.
Yeah, I passed on the nighttime. To be honest with you, half them times I was just walking in, walking out. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna walk in and take this joint. And after the 5th time, I'm like, let me actually open up this book and study.
Let me apply myself.
Yeah, so then.
So it was only like 3 or 4 real fails.
3 real fails, and then. But what happens is you got to take a state and nationwide test. So it's like 100 questions and like 40 questions. But they like not what is real estate. They asking scenarios. You walk in this house and there's a leak right there, but they never signed a contract. Do you have to tell them about the leak or no? It's like
this is real experience.
Critical thinking.
Yeah, no, they is. So what you do is you fail one on purpose and focus on one. Take that one, then you go back. So like you said, like 2 of them was really real fail. The other 5 was I'm walking in, walking out.
Right.
So then that's when I got licensed, and then I got licensed March 2017. I sold like 20 cribs from March to December. I just was getting active because like I got to get to it. Next year I doubled it up. The next year I got into real estate wholesaling. My man made like $17,000 for deal. I made like $7 grand. He had ball shorts on. I had a suit on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you doing? He said, I just find these old messed up cribs, and then I just find somebody want to buy it, and I middleman it. I'm like, bro, I'm walking around professional suit on and all that. So then that's when I switched to that lane. I was doing both at the same time for a little bit, and I totally switched over there. And then I was helping. I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm helping all these dudes get rich. They buying these houses, fixing them up, renting them out, keeping them. And I had like 3 deals, it was like $60,000 worth of transactions just terminate. It was like they just didn't go through. And I was like, damn, I got to start all over again. Because you got to grind next month anyway, but it's when you got to grind next month and make up for last month.
Yeah.
I said, I never want to feel like that again.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to start buying houses and I'm going to start keeping them. So worst case scenario, I still got rent coming in.
So do you think do you have a passion for it, or was it just a product of your hustle?
Passion for real estate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I love business. I love business. So business is my passion, but I love real estate. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like you'll do business across the board, but if you had to pick a lane, you gonna fuck with real estate essentially.
Yeah.